Hey yo, it's Bueno, back again on the Blue Toad Monkey page, and today I have another Halloween themed team in the Halloween Cup Ultra League Edition. We have Giratina in the lead, Dragon Breath, Dragon Claw, and Ancient Power. Now, you can go Shadow Claw here for the fast move, but I kind of like the Dragon Breath fast move pressure. With Ancient Power, if you do get the boost to your attack, then Dragon Breath is just unstoppable. It's ridiculous. I mean, obviously the fairies would still be resisting it, but I had a trainer using Dragon Breath and Ancient Power on me in one of my sets, and they got that boost off of the first Ancient Power to their attack and defense, and after that, I just couldn't do anything. I couldn't take them out. They just Dragon Breath my entire team down. I think I swapped out, and then it didn't matter. Giratina just went off. Crobat with Air Slash, Shadow Ball, and Poison Fang. This is the standard move set, though if you have a purified Crobat, you can use the return as a nuke instead. Poison Fang dropping the defense, and Crobat's just a monster in this meta, and easily takes out Nidoqueen, ranked number 1 in this meta for the Halloween Cup anyways. Incineroar in the back. I do like to have a fire type Pokemon to counter some of those bug types that you already know we run into here. Let's hop into some of these battles. Okay, game 1, up against an Obstagoon lead. Now, this isn't so horrible. This isn't the worst dark type attacker you can go up against with Giratina. You're dually resisting the counters, and the Night Slashes aren't too bad if it doesn't get that boost. So you want to throw after an odd number of one turn attack moves on these 2-turn attacks. I did not have good timing on that second one, but if you just throw 1 Dragon Breath or maybe 3 Dragon Breaths and then throw a Dragon Claw, you can prevent them from getting an extra turn in, which can be pretty lethal. It starts adding up. So we take out the Obstagoon. We are down a shield. That's not ideal. The Crobat comes in, and this is what the Ancient Power is for right here. Now, it's not crazy damage, but it's better damage than I would have gotten on any of my other moves. We fire off 1 more Dragon Claw before this Crobat gets any ideas of throwing a charge move. But it looks like they're just going to farm us down now. We'll come in with our own Crobat. I believe they're at a Shadow Ball right now. I haven't really been counting while I'm watching this, but they hit me with a Poison Fang, so I'm kind of glad I didn't shield that. But this has to be a Shadow Ball, right? Yeah, get out of here with that. We shield it up, and they come in with the Drapion. So I throw a Poison Fang, switch to Incineroar. If it has Aqua Tail, that's not going to be very good. It will be super effective against my Fire type, but I don't want to take any heavy damage from my Crobat, being the defense has been dropped. So I swap out, clear the debuff. It's okay to lose this Incineroar. They don't have any bug types, but we'll get as much damage as we can, and we are able to get to the Flame Charge. So we'll be able to pull a shield here. And maybe Crobat can get to a Poison Fang if it needs to. This will be a crunch. Now, a crunch from the Shadow Drapion does hurt. I fire off the Poison Fang just to take this Crobat out. We don't need to be any weaker. And I will be able to take that Drapion out with 1 Air Slash. That was a good game from the opponent there. It was really, really close. I was worried. Game 2. the Giratina mirror match. This one has the Shadow Claw, so it will be getting to the Dragon Claws a little quicker than I would, but you could see how much more damage the Dragon Breaths are doing. I threw after 6 Dragon Breaths, and like I said, on those 2-turn moves, you want to go odd, so it wasn't very good. I did allow them to get a little more energy. I did it again. Clearly, I'm not very good with these 1-turn moves. But we are able to take out the Giratina, and they have the Genesect now. So I don't want to swap right into my Fire type when I see the Bug and Steel, because then I'd be locked in and I wouldn't be able to swap to my Crobat like I did right now. Crobat does wall Nidoqueen pretty well, resisting the poison, dually resisting the Earth Power. Nidoqueen does learn Stone Edge, but nobody really uses that. Well, I guess it's only a solo resist because of the poison typing, but the Earth Power doesn't hit as hard as it would neutrally on other Pokemon. At this point, this opponent really can't do anything. I don't even really have to shield this, but I will, because the Nidoqueen's still there, and I didn't want to be taken out by that Poison Fang, right? Either way, we win the game. If I would have swapped out there, it would have been really bad for me, so I did hang in there with my Giratina to get that win. GG's to my opponent there. Okay, now, Honchkrow, super glassy, but you gotta watch out for this guy. They will be shielding up everything that you have to throw at it. It doesn't really matter what you throw. Honchkrow's super glassy, and it does big damage. So they swap out. This is a perfect opportunity for me to come with my Incineroar. I don't have to shield, because my Incineroar has done its job here, and I resist those Night Slashes. The opponent quits the game. They probably had another bug type in there. It's pretty common. So these fire types can be super useful if lined up with them. GG's opponent. Game 4. Giratina up against the Nidoqueen lead. They don't want that, so they swap into the Gengar. So they built up that much energy. They have to be at the Focus Blast, right? Yes, they are. That would have KO'd my Incineroar 100%. This will just be a Shadow Punch, but the enemy doesn't want to leave without dropping some of its energy. Nidoqueen is in. We've boosted our attack. No need to shield here, because though I would do some pretty good damage on Nidoqueen, it just farmed me down after dropping my defense. The opponent does have a Sylveon, and, well, I really don't have an answer for this on this team. It is a quick attack Sylveon, which I've seen the run into more of them in this league. But it has Moonblast, which is super effective against the Giratina. Hits neutral on the Incineroar and still hurts. And for Crobat, they have the Psyshock, which is super effective psychic damage on the poison, so this isn't looking too good for me. I have to shield this. I guess I decided to let the first one go. The fast moves aren't really doing that much damage. They still have one shield, and the quick attacks are letting them get to that energy pretty quick here. Let's see if I could farm it down before it can get to another move. And that is a GG to my opponent. Thank you so much for that game. Letting everybody see what Sylveon can do. That was beautiful. Final game of this set. It's the Giratina mirror match. We're dragon breathing each other, headbanging, trying to get to those dragon claws. And right before we can throw our dragon claw, the opponent banks one and swaps to the Umbreon, using it as a Poke Shield here. I decide to farm up a little more, swap to the Incineroar to try to catch a foul play, and I am unsuccessful. The opponent gets the last resort. I would have resisted the foul play and the sidekick, so I was feeling pretty comfortable there, right? We get to the Fire Fang here. I do not shield. They get to the back-to-back here. They know I'm low. Throw off that last resort. And I am able to farm down here. Hopefully. Thank you, lag, for catching up there. Giratina's back in. I do shield, because that would have got me real low. I'm at the double Dragon Claw, and I am going to throw back-to-back here. Being that we both have one turn move, I don't have to do anything fancy, try to do any moves in between. I could just fire them off. They're going to get the one Dragon Breath in regardless. So we're even on shields now. They're in the red before I am. And at this point, I could just farm down with my Crobat. So I'm comfortable losing the Giratina and putting everything on Crobat here. This isn't the best matchup. Alolan Mucks have the Dark Pulse, which is a hard-hitting, neutral damage attack. I lowered the defense. And we're just going to let this go. You'll see how much damage it does. Ouch. I throw off the next Poison Fang. I have to shield this. It's Acid Spray. Oh no, but why did I not throw a move there? I could have won the game. I forgot I lost there, but I totally had the Shadow Ball, which would have just taken out that Giratina, and I kind of threw that match. But that's fine. We lose some, right? I do end on a 3-2. Could have been a 4-1, but we saw how we lost that one. The opponent acid sprayed me, lowered my defense harshly, and I couldn't bounce back from that 1 second that I took too long to throw a move. That's all it takes. Actually, those Dragon Breaths are a half second, so a half second too late. Could have hit that bubble, won the game. But anyways, GG's opponent. They wasted no time taking me out with that Dragon Breath. Final thoughts on this team: Giratina, Crobat, and Incineroar. I really like this team. There weren't really too many threats that could take both of them out. I mean, Drapion leads were pretty deadly, but could be to my whole team. But if I can get that Crobat in there and start Poison Fanging, then I might have to use a shield, but it usually turned out pretty well. And I really tried not to reveal my Incineroar if I could help it, because that was the answer to the Bug and Steel types, which were running rampant in this cup. Would I recommend this team? Absolutely. It's a different team than you would run into. I did have a decent amount of success with it, and I was really excited to be able to try them in the Halloween Cup. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, And if you like what you saw, give us a like, consider subscribing, and check out our website, the Blue Toad Monkey page. Thank you so much, and have a good day.